Come on, party
Why you
over.
mad?
What you mean why I'm mad? Get aside, man. Get over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man.
It's clear that Joseline Hernandez is dealing with a string of affairs, and her bombastic behavior seems intentional.
You a nut ass broad. That's what the you are.
Are you kidding
Man,
me?
you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a king.
What?
You don't.
However, were there any red flags that Joseline Hernandez has been disregarding over the years, such as ballistic beats, which may have encouraged infidelity in her romantic journey? Sit back and watch the entire drama unfold. The famous Puerto Rican Joseline Hernandez moved to Miami when she was 6 years old. Growing up, she experienced hardship, which shaped her perseverance and would later propel her to stardom. She began her career as an exotic dancer in the entertainment sector, which gave her a means of escape and helped guide her. Her turning point came when she appeared on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta in 2012. Despite being cast as Stevie J's partner, her unwavering passion and bold personality immediately ensured she wasn't just a supporting character. Despite her financial troubles, she was inspired by visions of a better future. Though a reality TV star, Joseline sought to channel her passion for music by releasing her debut single, Baby Daddy, in 2016. The song is an electrifying dance number infused with Latin beats, giving the world its first glimpse of how dedicated and versatile she is as an artist. She gained a reputation as an aggressive, no-nonsense figure who captivated viewers with her unapologetic authenticity. In 2020, she launched a show called Joseline's Cabaret, based around her strip club. The sexy Miami show served two purposes. It gave adult entertainers an uncensored stage and allowed Joseline to showcase her business acumen. She said, "Now I'm back with the cabaret and my core encore is bad," adding, "We were about to get the baddest encore back and I'm here to stay, ready to take over Miami once more." Robin Ander, better known as Ballistic Beats, is an American DJ, music producer and entrepreneur from Philadelphia. He has worked with well-known artists such as Music Soul Child and producer Prince Charles. The two former lovers met at Ballistic Beats studio in 2019 when Joseline was looking for songs to use for her cabaret TV show. They hit it off right away, with Joseline saying, "I just thought, damn, he's all up on me. What the hell? I liked him, but he was asking me all these questions. He was getting on my nerves." When the car carrying Bella and her girl arrived, Joseline said, "Jong is in the car."
Because in one of the closest partners of the network. Who you coughing at? Oh shit. Who you coughing at? When I was talking, she started coughing. Bitch, like I'm some type of fucking germ? Bitch, I know you ain't coughing at me, ho. Pussy ass bitch, you can't be coughing at me, disrespectful ass bitch. Homeless ass hoe. Who you coughing at?
Due to her violent past, the Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta star was suspended from the program for the first 4 episodes of Season 4 after she participated in an assault on Alia Har, one of her co-stars. In addition to causing a confrontation with her ex-husband Stevie J and others, Tammy Rivera had many altercations during the reunion special, resulting in her being forced to miss the first 4 episodes of production and receiving no compensation.
Do it now, Rich. Let's do it. Come on, Rich. Let's do it. Oh, go ahead, bitch. Come on.
4 of the dancers on Joseline's Cabaret reality TV show claimed that in 2022, Joseline ambushed the set and aggressively opened a can of whoop-ass, allegedly beating them up. The dancers say that when they arrived for the reunion show taping wearing high heels, Joseline attacked them after waiting for them in hard-bottom boots. One dancer stated that Joseline kicked her in the back and dragged her by her hair, while another woman, Amber Ali, said that Joseline forcefully kicked her in the ribs, grabbed her by the neck and pushed her to the ground. During the alleged incident, they claimed that Joseline repeatedly shouted "Gutsy Gang," which they believed was a prelude to the planned attack. They also noted that after the alleged assault, Amber Ali took to social media to support her case against Joseline, displaying her injured ribs from a hospital bed before checking in again after being released. She claimed that Ballistic Beats threatened her, telling her that if she continued to speak out, he would Mortal Kombat one hoe pimp slap another, and push one into last night's episode. The dancers filed a massive $25 million lawsuit for this violent act, but the lawsuit was eventually dropped, and Zeus has refused to release the show's video to date. Joseline later shared a final message for everyone in the cabaret, saying, "Y'all hoes stay out my D** and go get you some money. Mind you, all you hoes are forever my hoes. You work for me until you die. I ain't ever going to stop you, dummy. Sis.
Man, come on, man. What you talking about? Let's go. What's wrong with you, man? Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this a game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. For that dumbass.
While the two joined the series at the reality show's home base to help men mend their relationships before deciding whether or not they had a lifetime together, Ballistic and Joseline got into a heated argument after he caught her flirting with a random man on marriage boot camp. Ballistic lost it when he saw Joseline with the man and didn't think twice about calling her out. When Joseline asked him why he was angry, Ballistic said, "What do you mean? Get the encore inside, man. Get the encore over, man. You think this is a 2023 game?" Joseline was first arrested on June 12, 2023, after she got into a fight with another reality TV star, Big Lex. After the incident, she was later charged with 2 felony counts of violence against a law enforcement officer during a brief altercation between Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti. Joseline was heard yelling at the police, "If you kill me, you're all going to die."
With you, man. Come here. Yo, stop. Yo, you think this a game, man? I'm not playing with her, man. For that dumbass we did today, man. All this, man.
Although Joseline may have been able to overlook Ballistic's anger because she loved him, she claims that she suffered in private and was under pressure to keep the abuse a secret due to her career and public life, which are constantly scrutinized. However, there is ample evidence of Ballistic's violent behavior in public, and the fact that she remained silent while enduring this level of violence raises more questions than answers. Rumor has it that Ballistic has finally dumped Joseline, and their once perfect relationship appears to have ended. The couple is now fully back in the dating pool, but it seems that Ballistic won't be there for long because he has allegedly impregnated a younger woman, something Joseline finds amusing at the moment. More questions than answers arise due to Stevie's alleged affair with Estelita. Joseline's marriage to her ex-husband ended because she couldn't stand Estelita and felt threatened by her. It's unclear how someone with a violent past could feel scared of her husband's mistress, given Joseline's admission that she was physically abused by Ballistic for years while refusing to tolerate disrespect from anyone. Do you think that now that Ballistic has gotten a young woman pregnant, Joseline might act violently toward her? Do you believe that Ballistic actually abused Joseline to the extent that some people claim, or was it the other way around? Do you think Ballistic knew he would also be physically abusive? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Coming to terms with her situation wasn't easy. Joseline wrestled with feelings of guilt and shame, wondering if she had somehow contributed to the toxicity. She also feared the judgment that might come from fans and the media. As a public figure, she worried that revealing the truth could damage her career, which she had worked so hard to build. But as days turned into weeks, Joseline began to understand that silence only perpetuated the cycle of abuse. She realized that staying quiet meant giving the situation power over her. Speaking out became not just a necessity but a lifeline, for herself and for others who might be facing similar struggles. With immense courage, Joseline made the decision to share her story. It wasn't just about exposing the truth but about breaking free from the control and fear that had overshadowed her life. She knew that her voice could make a difference, that her experiences could help others recognize their own struggles and finding the strength to leave. Her bravery became a light in the darkness for countless others suffering in silence. A friend revealed that Joseline's decision to speak out wasn't just a personal victory. It was a powerful statement of resilience and hope. Now, Joseline has turned her pain into a message of empowerment for those who might be in a similar situation. Her advice is clear: recognize the signs of abuse. She emphasized that emotional abuse often precedes physical violence and that belittling, controlling behavior should never be dismissed as normal or acceptable. She urged anyone experiencing abuse to seek help, whether from friends, family, or professional organizations. Joseline said, "You don't have to go through this alone. There's always someone out there who will listen and support you." Her most powerful message was a reminder of self-worth. You are worthy of love and respect. No one deserves to live in fear. For Joseline, reclaiming her power meant rejecting the idea that her past defined her and embracing the possibility of a better future. Her story has opened the door to a much-needed conversation about domestic abuse, showing that it can affect anyone, regardless of fame, fortune, or perceived strength. Abuse doesn't discriminate. Joseline's revelations remind us that even celebrities, who often appear to lead picture-perfect lives, can face unimaginable struggles behind closed doors. Her courage to speak out also sheds light on the stigma surrounding domestic violence, particularly in celebrity culture, where many public figures fear judgment, backlash, or damage to their careers, often staying silent as a result. Joseline's decision to break that silence challenges these taboos and emphasizes the importance of prioritizing one's safety and mental health over societal expectations. One fan commented, "Abusive behaviors often start off gradually and mildly, then escalate as time goes on. In all honesty, sometimes we ignore the red flags at the beginning and often bury them because we either want to deny that our relationship is not what we thought it would be, or because we ignored the first signs, we actually enable the abuse to deepen." Another wrote, "Joseline is a product of the environment she was raised in. She has experienced nothing but physical abuse in her life, and she doesn't know a better way of living. She's not interested in learning about a better life for herself and her daughter. Joseline doesn't have an ounce of love for herself. The only victim is her innocent daughter who sees and hears everything. She's living the lifestyle her mother lived as a child." Now, Joseline's journey toward healing has been one of rediscovery and rebuilding. She is focused on regaining her confidence and sense of self, piece by piece. After enduring years of pain through therapy, support from loved ones, and her unwavering determination, she has begun to reclaim the life she deserves. What's even more inspiring is her commitment to using her platform to advocate for others in similar situations. Joseline has been vocal about the importance of awareness, encouraging fans to educate themselves about the signs of abuse and offering resources to those in need. Her final message is one of empowerment. No one deserves to suffer in silence. Joseline's strength is a testament to the power of speaking out, and her courage serves as an inspiration to us all. She continues to remind her fans and followers that their worth is never defined by the hardships they face but by the strength they show in overcoming them. Her story isn't just one of pain. It's one of resilience, hope, and the fight for a brighter future. If you've been moved by Joseline's courage, let her story inspire you to act. Like this video, share it to spread awareness, and subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity stories and important conversations that matter. Together we can help bring these critical issues to light. In a shocking interview, Joseline finally talked about the nightmare she's been going through: abuse at the hands of her fiancé, music producer Ballistic Beats. Crazy, right? They were supposed to be the ideal couple, always showing up to events hand in hand, smiling for the cameras and creating a beautiful picture on social media. However, behind closed doors, their relationship turned into a toxic horror show full of physical and emotional torment. Joseline simply couldn't keep it hidden any longer. Newsflash: things aren't always what they seem on Instagram, people. She's bold and fearless, always putting herself out there, but this was something completely different. Joseline's fans believed she was living in bliss when in fact she was trapped in a relationship that was anything but loving. Her story is enough to make anyone stop and think about how she and Ballistic painted a picture of a loving couple, attending events and starring in reality TV together. But behind those smiles was a completely different story. A nightmare no one saw coming. When she described all the control, abuse, and facade she had to maintain, Joseline was honest about every terrifying detail. She finally revealed the pain she was going through. Everyone assumed they were the real deal, but the fairy tale had fallen apart. Joseline's interview shocked everyone by exposing the truth about her once-envied relationship. She called out the ugly reality, revealing that Ballistic's abuse included emotional torture as well as physical harm. Behind every glamorous photoshoot and public appearance, Joseline was hiding scars, both physical and emotional. She explained how it all began as a dreamy fairy tale romance but quickly took a sinister turn, turning her life upside down. Fans saw the facade, an edited version of a love story, but the real story was something out of a nightmare. The world watched as she finally broke her silence and confronted the issue head-on, painting pictures with her words, unfiltered and raw. One can only imagine the courage it took to do that. Joseline is revealing the gritty reality behind their so-called fairy tale. That's Joseline for you, fierce and unquestionably brave, turning her darkest days into a story of strength. What's going on, you ask? Well, let's dive right in. Joseline described how it all began innocently with minor arguments started small, but whenever Ballistic's temper got the better of him, Even over the smallest things, things quickly escalated. At first, she chalked it up to stress or miscommunication, but over time she realized it wasn't just a bad day. This was a pattern. Joseline tried to ignore the warning signs, thinking they would go away. She believed they could overcome it together because of all the drama and scandal she had already endured on reality TV. But she was mistaken. The emotional abuse became a constant in her life, and the situation took a much darker turn. Ballistic would belittle her with harsh words, insults, and constant criticism. His temper would flare up over trivial matters, and Joseline became the target of his verbal attacks. These left her feeling worthless and insecure. She started to doubt herself, questioning her worth and blaming herself for their arguments. Ultimately, the abuse escalated to physical violence. While Joseline didn't go into graphic details, it's clear that this was the last straw. The man she loved and trusted had become a stranger, capable of harming her. She was terrified, not only because of the violence but also because she feared how people would react if they learned the truth. Joseline described the immense pressure of maintaining a public persona while dealing with her personal crisis. She was living a double life, torn between keeping up appearances and confronting the harsh reality of her situation. The toll on her mental health was immense, and she felt trapped, ashamed, and isolated. Despite the fear of judgment, rejection, and losing everything she had worked for, Joseline made the brave decision to speak out. Her story has sparked important conversations about recognizing abuse and breaking free from toxic relationships. She emphasized the importance of recognizing warning signs and seeking help, telling others that they deserve love and respect. Joseline's courage is inspiring. By sharing her story, she's not only taken a step toward healing but has also given hope to others who are suffering in silence. She has become a beacon of strength for those who feel alone and helpless, showing them that there is a way out and a way to reclaim their lives. Her story is a powerful reminder that domestic violence doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone, no matter their status or fame. Joseline's decision to speak out has created a ripple effect, encouraging others to tell their stories and seek the help they need. Through her bravery, Joseline is helping to dismantle the stigma surrounding domestic violence, making it easier for victims to find their voice and their freedom. Joseline's willingness to share her intensely personal experiences is helping to dispel misconceptions and encourage greater transparency on such delicate topics. With every person she reaches, regardless of their social standing, wealth, or notoriety, she reminds us that anyone can suffer from the devastating effects of abuse. The emotional and psychological scars it leaves behind can be severe and long-lasting. Despite what some may think, Joseline is taking her healing journey seriously. She is working hard to rebuild her life and rediscover who she truly is. As she moves forward in her recovery, she knows that by sharing her story she empowers others, giving them the courage to leave their own abusive situations and seek the support they deserve. Her message is unwavering. No one should have to suffer in silence. Her life is proof that even in the darkest moments, one can find the courage to speak up, heal, and begin anew. Her story isn't just about pain. It's a celebration of the human spirit's incredible resilience and the power to reclaim one's life. Through her openness, Joseline Hernandez, known for her confidence and boldness on Love and Hip Hop, has shared a deeply personal story that shocked many. Her bravery revealed a side of her vibrant personality that fans never expected. No one is immune to the destructive effects of abuse, not even someone as fierce as Joseline. She has been using her inner strength to heal and find herself again. Step by step, she is making progress, demonstrating that it is possible to rebuild one's life after surviving abuse. By sharing her personal story, Joseline brings attention to the seriousness of domestic violence and offers hope to those who feel trapped. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that anyone can find the strength to leave an abusive relationship and get the help they need. Joseline steadfastly believes that no one should have to endure abuse. It is never acceptable, no matter who you are. Her story demonstrates that recovery is always possible and that survivors can emerge stronger and more empowered. By being transparent about her experiences, Joseline has become a vital voice among survivors, showing us that abuse is something we must never tolerate and that everyone deserves to live free of pain and fear. For years, Joseline was one of the most courageous and outspoken personalities on reality TV. However, beneath the glamorous photos and public appearances, she was living through a nightmare she kept hidden. In a heartbreaking interview, Joseline opened up about the abuse she endured at the hands of her fiancé, music producer Ballistic Beats. What began as a seemingly perfect relationship quickly turned toxic as the abuse escalated from emotional manipulation to physical violence. Despite their outwardly picture-perfect image, with shared photos and declarations of love, the reality was much darker. Like many abusive relationships, it began with small arguments that escalated. Ballistic's temper flared over minor issues. At first, Joseline blamed these outbursts on stress or outside pressures. However, the incidents grew in frequency and intensity. A clumsy remark, a glance, or even the wrong mood could provoke him. Behind closed doors, Joseline endured fear, confusion, and disbelief as her life unraveled. Ballistic's apologies, gifts, and promises of change gave her fleeting hope, but the cycle of abuse continued. She felt trapped under the pressure to maintain the facade of their relationship, especially with the public constantly watching. Now Joseline has bravely pulled back the curtain, sharing her ordeal to show that even those who seem to have it all can be hiding deep struggles. Joseline and Ballistic were the kind of couple that made people stop and admire. From glamorous red carpet appearances to affectionate posts on social media, they seemed like the perfect match. Fans loved how Joseline, known for her fiery personality on Love and Hip Hop, seemed to have found someone who complemented her energy. Together they portrayed a life filled with love, success, and luxury, a partnership that looked like it could withstand anything. Their social media was a highlight reel of shared moments, smiling selfies, romantic getaways, and public declarations of love. To the world, they were a power couple navigating life together with grace and style. Ballistic often appeared in Joseline's posts with captions that spoke of devotion and a strong bond. To outsiders, it looked like she had found the stability and support she deserved after years of personal and professional struggles. But as we've learned too often, the picture-perfect life can sometimes be nothing more than a facade. Behind the carefully curated images was a relationship